Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and whatever else you want to call yourself. And hey, Sean. England is going through its own January the 6th. We're doomed. We're all going to die. And it's obviously Trump doing it. In fact, all of the protesters are Trump and stuff. But now to actually hand this over to the person who's actually thinking, go for it, Nomad.
Okay, well, first of all, I had no intention of doing anything for the British today, or with the British today, about the British today, or any of the rest of that. To be honest, okay, not saying
We're
that.
unimportant.
Not saying
That's
no,
what it is.
no. To be honest, I was going to focus I was just going to do a video, right? A
Hmm.
short little video, right? Concerning our uh, our lunatic, right? Um, who is now the quote unquote leader of the free world. The man who claims that he wants unity, and he sits up there and goes, "The greatest threat to democracy around the world is Donald Trump." Okay, he didn't.
Hmm.
I'm not joking. He said that. He
I
did
know, but
that in a speech, which they all sit up there and were saying, and he tried to say, "Well, this isn't going to be partisan, or this isn't going to be political. This is not a partisan." No, it was completely partisan. And what's more, it was a campaign speech.
hmm
And if the Republicans had any gonads, all right, they would do something about it. But aside from that, I all right, let's go on over to this stupid thing
Okay.
and bring this up because it needs to be done. All right. Extinction Rebellion protesters enter the UK's House of Commons chamber. Activists of Extinction Rebellion environmental group entered Parliament's Britain's Parliament on Friday and glued themselves to the Speaker's chair. The group posted a photo on Twitter showing five people inside the House of Commons debating chamber holding banners that reading "Let the people decide" and "Assembly now, citizens assembly now." Parliament is not currently sitting, and a spokesperson for the House of Commons said staff were dealing with the situation. They're dealing with it.
Yeah. Let me know when I can put forth my suggestion. It's not a
Oh, I
big
would
one
love
for
to hear
most
your
people.
suggestion because I want to put mine in here.
Oh, I somehow thought you might. I strongly suggest that the police go in, don't go into the chambers, lock the doors, and come back 4 days later. All they'll have to do is sweep out the remains. That's right. I don't see them with water, and I believe it's 2 to 3 days is pretty much the best you can hope for with no water. Ah well, what a shame. Won't that be so upsetting? It
Not
being
all of them are
Extinction
glued
Rebellion.
down. That's the problem.
Yeah, but let's be fair. I've actually been there. Those doors are thick oak some bitches. You are not getting through them anytime soon.
Anybody got a match?
That's actually a good question. Oh no, they can't do that. They're Extinction Rebellion. That would put carbon in the air. How could you suggest such a thing?
Liquid nitrogen. I mean, you see them glued to the chair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, no, no. They're not. Apparently, they're not glued to the chair. They've glued their hands together and are surrounding the chair.
I thought I said they glued
I
themselves to the chair. Oh,
I
around it.
know yeah. No, that's not actually accurate. The comment I've heard, which made me chuckle, is that's a really interesting version of "Ring Around the Roses" right there.
Okay. Well, no. That's fine. They can. So basically, the three that we see here are not all of them. There's more that rotate around.
No, there's four of them there, although you can't see one because it's behind the chair, and there's a bunch outside. They have literally invaded the
See,
Parliament.
they have a
Basically,
bag here. There could be water in that bag.
unfortunately, yeah. All right, I tell you what. No,
But
you have a point,
before we
right?
go any further, can I ask a question?
No, go for it.
What the hell is this?
Sorry, say again.
What is this? The thing
What
in the
is?
center on this table.
Oh, I bloody good question. Actually, that is a really good question. Let me take a. Oh, right, yes. No, I know what that is. Now I'm going to get the Mickey taken out of me for being English. That is where the Royal Mace sits. And no, I'm not joking. It is a huge, as in around 5 foot long mace, i.e., golden head, long. I believe it's onyx. At least it looks like it. A long onyx handle and gold pommel. Like I say, 5 foot long, gold, and it has in its time been used to smack people with.
Well, I
Yeah.
think it's underused at the moment, don't you? I think they found
Oh,
they have a they need that needs to be used, don't you? Don't you think it needs to be used?
I'm thinking that casually wandering over to these people and smacking them repeatedly sounds like a brilliant idea.
Walking up to the first one, right, hitting him right in the balls, and then in the back of the head, so he's laying on the ground, and then start walking slowly to the next one.
With a smile. Don't forget, smile, because you're being polite.
Right? I'm just saying. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're apparently you're right. They're all over the place. They're outside. They're inside. Right. Now,
Yep.
I have a suggestion, and you know, since they want to be permanent parts of this,
Nail them to the building.
no,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
just start
I said it
spraying
out
them
loud.
down with super glue all over them, and turn them into an acrylic statue forever.
You know, I actually quite like that concept. That's got distinct possibilities.
You know, I mean, just
Yeah.
start building a little frame, start putting in the mixing up the resin, right? Just start pouring it in, right?
And of course, do it right in front of them so they can watch, because it's much more fun when
Well,
they're screaming and shouting.
you grab the first one that you've hit with the mace, right? And you start dipping them in. I mean, just...
Yeah.
am I missing something?
No, you got to admit one thing, okay? As much as I hate to say it, it's kind of better than your version. At least we've got a big ass mace to lump people with if they get too lippy.
We
What
have
have you guys got?
guns.
Not in your Senate or Congress or whatever it is.
Some
Or
of them
are you
do.
actually... Oh my god. Okay, no,
They
all right,
can't.
I take that back
They
then.
cannot stop a senator from bringing in a weapon if he wants to. There are some of those guys that do carry.
I did not know that. Okay, I take back what I said. Awesome.
All right. Now I'm
Oh,
not sure if they allow it necessarily in the chambers per se, but the building is there's definitely armed congressmen and women in the building.
fair. Hello.
Hello.
You alright, mate?
Yeah, not so bad. Thanks. I've got an even better idea.
Go on.
Do you DC?
I do for this one. Yeah. Spread them all with itching powder, then super glue.
Ooh, I like your concept.
The itching powder
Yeah.
part, it's not a bad idea. The only problem is that you have to clean it up afterwards. With this, you just kind of like.
Yeah. But that's a small price to pay, isn't it? Come on.
To be fair, if they were actually willing to do that, I would go in and I would volunteer to hoover that damn itching powder up myself. And I think people would be fighting to
The
hoover
first
it, you
the
know
first
it.
thing
Yeah,
is you have to get them ready for it. So these guys here on either end that are trying to hold up these banners with those nice freaking bald heads, you got to make sure that those are buffed out really high and shiny.
Oh yes.
Right?
Squeak head.
You know, I
As
mean,
as a
itching
Brit, you
powder.
should remember our use of the term squeaky heads for the bald people.
Oh yes.
but I do
yes.
like the royal mace, bringing in the royal mace and using it for an appropriate, you know, an implement that's there to be utilized, right? I mean that is what it is, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, I think that's kind of important to utilize this implement
Oh,
as it was
Is
intended to be, and as it was created, and as it was intended to be used.
yep.
who carries in the mace? Is it Black Rod?
No, he actually carries the black
Oh,
rod itself. The mace is
oh,
actually kept there. I'm actually going to send to MC a
mhm,
lovely picture
mm,
of the mace.
yes.
Okay, so
Oh,
yeah. Now imagine that smacked upside your head.
mm-hmm.
Is there a way to get this so you guys can see this?
Yeah, it's
Here we go.
nicely DM'd to you. As I say, it's well, if they want to be stupid, then how's it? I've heard. I said, do stupid things, win stupid
Mm.
prizes. Here
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
There we go.
Actually, Sean's got a pretty good idea: covering them with honey and then bringing some fire ants.
That has got distinct possibility. Check that.
Mm,
Well,
Imagine
mm,
that around
can
the
you
back of your
imagine
mm.
fire ants let loose in Parliament? Do
It'd
you
be more
really want?
intelligent, most politicians.
Do you really want fire ants roaming around Parliament?
Look, if I've got a
Um,
choice of fire ants or Keir Starmer, I'll take the fire ants all the time.
any day, any day. Hey, there we go.
You know, I mean, the look, this kind of shit is gotten to the point where people have got to be reined in the hard way.
Mm,
Okay, let's be
mm,
honest. And I believe the hard way involves going in there with a baseball bat and dealing with the situation. Right? Mace,
One,
baseball
yeah,
bat,
yeah.
same difference. Now these
Mhm.
guys that are up there on the
Mhm.
podium,
Mm.
I'm sorry, but I could hit that from 100 yards easily. I could hit that from 200 yards pretty easily.
fair point. By the way, Nomad,
Yeah,
point
yeah.
out how long it's actually taken for any information about this to get out.
Yeah,
He
Mm,
was
it has not,
searching.
it has not come out there, and this must have been going on for at least 3-4 hours
Yeah,
before anything got posted. Look at this idiot.
yeah.
Right. So I mean, this is the first one, just like that. Tell him to keep his mouth open as you dip him in the resin. Right? You put him in the thing.
By the way,
mm,
given the fact that at the end of the day, this is effectively Britain's version of January 6th, I bet you
mm.
nothing happens to these people even vaguely as much as the idiots that were at
Well, let's be
January
honest.
6th.
In January 6th, whether we like it or not, there was an official action being taken place in Congress. They were officially in session doing work. All right. It's rare that they ever do work, but this was something that they were actually doing, and it was actual work. So, from that standpoint, you have to look at that and say January 6th was worse in that regard. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
the reaction to January 6th is the problem, in my opinion. All right, which is it's an overreaction to something that was minor. Right. The idea that the sitting members of Congress were under threat. All right, is just stupid. See, this guy, tell me this guy is not begging to be bullseyed off the top of this.
Oh,
This guy
that
is
would
just
be
begging
so
for
good.
you to hit him. Can you imagine what would happen to this guy if you hit him with a paintball right in the head? Bat!
You see, you're going for the head. I'm going for about 2.5 foot lower. I bet he lets go just as quickly as the head.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Well, I want
yeah.
to just see him topple, all right? I really don't care where you actually hit him at, all right? But he's just
What
begging
can I
to,
say?
he's just begging to
Oh
be
yeah,
beaten,
yes.
all right? I mean, that's
Citizens
another thing you can go in there to.
assembly.
Go in there with freaking paintball guns, dunk, 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 you know. While they're standing there, just tell them, you better get yourselves out of there, boom, 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 and just start unloading with paintball guns, with paintballs, right?
Yeah.
That hurt. Let me know when this is annoying you enough to get the hell out of here. You can
Yeah.
just
I really think we should go back around 200, 250 years, because at this exact moment, right now, there will be people going in, pulling weapons,
Mm.
and hacking these people apart. And
Oh yeah,
it would be
yeah.
legal.
Yes.
there would be people outside applauding the guards.
Okay, so you see
not
these guys here, they
Muppets.
use bike locks to sit up there and chain themselves to the gates, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. Start calling in people, all right, with a canister of liquid nitrogen. Let's just start pouring. We got to get you out somehow. Right? Am I wrong?
That'd certainly be the coolest way of getting them out. Yeah.
You know, just
Have you
start
one
pouring it
of
on
these-
down there?
One of these Muppets decided it'd be a good idea to put a bike lock around their throat.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Two of these idiots have this.
Mhm.
Yeah, but throat, for God's sake. I mean, there's a whole level of
Mm.
stupid just there.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta get
I'd still like to know how they actually got in there in the first time. But yeah, obviously it's lack of security. But
No,
what
no,
the
no, no.
hell?
No, I've found out. Apparently,
Oh.
they were on a air quotes tour and then suddenly split off. And
Oh, they broke
in
free.
the
They
area
broke free.
in the area that says no entry.
that's the one.
They were on a tour in the no entry area.
Actually, hilariously, you actually are allowed to walk through and have a look on as part of the tour.
Mhm.
I hate
Yeah.
to say it.
Well, I mean,
been
we
there.
can have tours of Congress too, but not when it's in session.
Yeah. Hey, you had one earlier on.
No,
a year
let me ask
ago.
you another
Oh, no,
question.
that's
What
right.
are these guys doing? Are they part of this? Is this kid like? Are these people stupid? This is a PlayStation shirt, isn't it?
I love the way you put that, but yeah.
Well, no, I'm wondering what the hell, because this lady's like, look at that look
You
on her
probably-
face. She's
You'll
happy.
probably find that they were actually on the tour and then watching these Muppets run off and play silly buggers with super glue and chains. I'm telling you, leave them. Okay,
here's
let
another, I have
them
another
die.
question.
Go on.
Do these guys not have belts?
Good question. Oh, one piece of info I didn't say to you, so I'm telling you now. Apparently, if Liz Truss gets put in charge, she's considering removing the speed limit on motorways.
Yes,
Go
I
on.
heard that. Yeah,
Go
I
on,
heard that.
I
yeah,
dare
yeah.
you. Super glue yourself to the road, please.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
Doesn't
It
the
doesn't make
symbol
sense,
remind
does it?
you of a Nazi symbol?
Mm-hmm.
I realize that they're gonna say that it's a an hourglass.
Yeah, I know, but it's
That doesn't look like
disturbing.
an hourglass. All right,
No.
that looks like they just rotated one of the one of the things.
Technically, they
to create
did.
I mean, that's all they did.
But this, ladies and gentlemen, is as hot a news as we can actually give you for those not in England.
Mm-hmm.
Do enjoy. Have a good chuckle.
Now, see, my plan today, right,
Mm-hmm.
was to talk about Joe Biden and the fact that he wants a war. He's calling for violence.
Mm-hmm.
Right, he is, and I know a lot of people are like, no, that's not what he was doing. No, that's exactly what he was doing. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He was calling for violence in this country. He's trying to insult half the country. All right, that doesn't believe in this Marxist bullshit. Right, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
And he went on an absolute rant. Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. Meanwhile, Putin is invading countries around Russia. All right, people are dying in droves. Right, in cities like Chicago and where all the blue areas are, they're just dying in droves. And the threat to people is Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to? Should I be the one to mention? Apparently, dear old Putin is actually considering opening up a second war front.
Against who?
So, honestly, the suggestion is Finland, and who was the other one that recently?
What?
Yeah, because
Finland?
Finland. I know. Apparently,
What have they done to upset Putin?
joined the EU. Well, sorry, joined NATO.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay, but the big thing was what you said earlier. That's what really
What
pissed him
about
off.
what do you mean? The little bit about the Prime Minister of Finland and the twerking at a party. That bit. You think I'm joking? Check it up, guys. It's worth it.
She's a party girl. They have
my
a
God,
party
yes.
girl in charge of their country, and when I mean party girl, I mean it in every sense of the word.
I was going to say, what do you mean by party girl?
I mean party
girl
girl
in
in every
So
sense of the
many
world.
different ways. Oh, God.
They have pictures of her at a party, drunk off her ass, doing, like he said, twerking and other things, right? To the point where they actually said, well, maybe we need to give her a drug test. All right, I'm not joking. They gave her a drug test to see if she was freaking on other drugs, which they claimed that, oh, no, she wasn't on any other drug. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What, they're going to give her a drug test just to make sure she's taking some? Or...
The only way you can slow her down. You know, that might be the case. Disturbingly.
well, you know, anything for the good cause, you know.
Ave Dominus
I
Hydra.
suppose.
Sixers here.
Hey.
Hey, Sixer. All right, but we in the U.S. we have everything with Biden. All right, like I said, all right, he actually does. And what's really sad is the press basically just gave the Democrats a 30-minute, 20-minute commercial straight from Biden's mouth. All right, it had nothing to do with unity. It has nothing to do with. They constantly say it's an extreme assault on democracy. What's an extreme assault? No, I'm serious. I'm serious about this. What extreme assault? What has Trump done that you think, and I mean physically done, not what you imagine in your head, not what you're coming up with an inference to, right? Yep. Tell me specifically what Donald Trump has actually done to make him a threat to democracy.
I can. I actually know the answer to that. Me, sir. Me. He went and done that evil thing and won against Hillary. How dare he do that?
That's a threat to democracy. That's
actually everything, you know. So that is evil. He breathed. That's evil.
That's the threat to democracy.
Yeah.
But I thought you have a constitutional republic, not a democracy.
It's not democracy. It's the Democrats' democracy. You didn't notice when they say it's our democracy. There is no such thing as our. It is simply democracy.
Yeah. So really, you have a constitutional republic, but to the Democrats, it's actually a democracy, which is theirs. Ignore the actual main policy, which is a constitutional republic. They ignore that, even though it is part of what is your constitution.
Yeah.
They go for their version of it, which is law, trying to overwrite your constitutional republic.
Yeah,
that's what they're trying to do.
Democracy has no version; it simply is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, with us, we're supposed to have something similar to that, which is the what is it? The Magna Carta.
Yeah.
But but do our politicians follow that law?
Hell no.
I have yet to understand.
And we don't even fight back. And we don't even fight back to defend our Magna Carta.
Well, I hate to say this to you guys, but I'll be honest with you. Looking at you guys from outside, I don't even know how you have a government.
Dude.
I can't argue with that. I really can't.
No. Okay.
But then again, to make me feel better, I just see what's happening in your country right now, and I feel a whole lot better.
Yeah, you say that, Sixer.
But it's not much of a benchmark, though, is it?
No. I'm just trying to make myself feel better, all right? Leave me alone.
Have you seen the news that's going on at Parliament? If not,
I'm trying to ignore what's happening in there. I'm trying to be in a bit of state of self-denial.
I still think that to be honest, the best suggestion that's come out is come out from Jenson. Just go in there with the frickin' royal mace and start handing out the law.
Exactly.
Sorry, what was that?
There's have you seen the royal mace on top of the
yes.
Yeah. Now imagine that smacked upside the back of the head.
Oh, I'll be there with the camera and I have it autoplay on YouTube.
I'll be there with a mace. I know what I'm going for.
There's certain events that need to be publicized, and this would be a great public display of the dispensing of justice. Right?
I'd rather throw in a canister of tear gas, to be honest. There you go.
Once again, you got to clean things up. It's harder to clean up that. If you walk in with the royal base, there's not that much to clean up.
No. Well, you've got the blood and...
No.
Blood, that's why I said tear gas.
No, blood isn't a problem. You actually just put white wine on it, and that actually causes it to fizz up, and you can actually wash blood away quite easily. Don't
okay.
So what you've been doing is you've been watching CSI too much, Jensen.
I mean, Six. I did suggest itching powder, so.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, they all certainly give me a severe itch every time I see them.
Yeah.
They get into my bloody skin, that's for sure.
I mean, if you really want to do something like this, walk in with a freaking beehive full of Africanized bees. Open the beehive up, walk out.
Nice.
I like that concept.
Right, then you go back. Then you go back in. You put the hive thing back on there. Take the hive back out because they'll follow the queen.
Oh yeah.
They'll follow the hive. I mean, it'll empty naturally on its own.
Oh dear, they've glued themselves. Straight click.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Did you? Oh God, fed it.
Well, I've heard of getting stuck in, but that's ridiculous.
Oh no.
The worst thing is, I hope you notice when it happened with America, they lost their living mind. There's no other way I can describe it. Okay, America went batshit crazy. England, we just kind of go, cool, and carry on.
Yeah. That's why I said it makes me feel a bit better. I look at what we're having in our country, then I see what's happening in their country, and I feel a whole lot better.
Well, the thing is what you're saying is we've lost our mind. It's the press and some Democrats that have lost their minds.
So
that's all. That's the only, and they keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it because they want.
We got some.
They want a civil war in this country, and they're gonna fight. They're doing everything they can to get it. Didn't you listen? If you go back to Biden's speech, this man has claimed that no, I'm going to be I'm for unity. No, you're not, because I challenge you guys out there.
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
Well, that could be heard at his speech, by the way, with people
Oh,
yelling.
it was
in the
brilliant. I brilliant face.
All right, but that's
I heard it.
But it was the thing is. These guys, all right, and I'm serious about this to all you Democrats out there. Tell me specifically, like I said specifically, what threat Trump represents. What has he done that makes you believe that he's a threat? Actually done. All right? I want an actual thing that he's done, not something you made up. Oh yeah, that building a wall to protect America is extreme.
It's racist.
All right, that's extreme. All right. Allowing states to determine for each and every state itself, all right, what its abortion laws is that's an extreme view. That's extreme.
No,
to them, yes. To them, yes.
All right. But you notice how he uses these words. Oh, it's the extreme element. Okay, well, what's extreme? Well, you don't have an answer, do you? See, this is the problem with this, because the press goes out there to try and magnify the rage and the hatred, and that's all they do, and they do it with the innuendo, and they do it with words that have no specifics, right, that could mean anything to anyone. Instead of saying, okay, exactly what it is, they come up with, well, we think it's this. Okay, well, we believe there were nuclear documents that they were looking for with Trump. Really?
Right.
Okay. When did who said that? Well, anonymous sources told us. Who? I want to know who these supposed anonymous sources are that are talking to the Washington Post. Because you know what I think the anonymous person is, right? The anonymous person is Mr. Fudd, the imaginary elf. Okay,
It's
that is
voices inside
telling
their
them
head.
all about this,
Yeah.
right?
What, first name Elmer?
Yeah. One thing, made you suggest you actually asked what did he do wrong? Well, Oz has actually explained it. He's a threat to the oligarchy.
Mm-hmm.
I actually am totally in agreement with that.
Well, I agree. He's a threat to the oligarchy, but that's not the oligarchy. Isn't democracy, and it's not the constitutional republic either. Okay, hate to put it to you. This is why I've been saying the only way out of this peacefully in the United States, the only way out of this peacefully is a convention of states, folks.
Yeah.
And at a convention of states, we can do things like, if you want to be your own frickin' country, California, if you want to be your own country, New York, Massachusetts, fine. We'll break up into
Democrats don't want that. They want it to be all. They want to be universal.
No, they want to rape, pillage, and burn areas that aren't theirs.
Exactly.
That's what they've always wanted.
Yeah.
Yes.
They want to burn everything. They don't want the piece of the pie.
Which is
they
why
want to burn the whole pie.
Well, then that's the whole point. Is that's like I said. I understand that. But if you want to, the only way out of this peacefully is to sit up there and have a convention of states and put it down. Because you need, the federal government is far too large, it's far too invasive as it is, and as you can tell, it's out of control.
Yeah.
No matter how you look at it, it's out of control.
Yes.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So if you want to fix it, go back to a convention of states. And if they want to create their own little enclaves where they don't have to listen to anybody else and they can think happy, thoughts about their little woke wonder worlds. Create your wonderful woke utopias in all these areas, and we'll see. Because I guarantee you, it's not going to be wonderful. All right, there's cesspits. Want to see them? Just go to L.A. Go to Chicago. Okay, go on up there to Boston. If you think Boston is a great place, more power to you. All right, I think it's been a pit for freaking decades. All right, and it isn't getting any better. Okay. Wherever the Democrats take control, they frickin' destroy. That's all they ever friggin' do. While they sit up there and put things in place, all right, to consolidate their power into perpetuity. What is that word?
Perpetuity. No, perpetuity.
Perpetuity. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That's all right. It's
reason,
English, I understand. You're American.
Well, I'm English. I get an answer to saying that as well. So there you go. Well, I have an excuse. I'm retarded. So there you go.
Fair point.
Oh my God!
Agree
we're gonna get you use the word. We're gonna get banned now. How dare you?
Well, I'm using it against myself because I am. I know I am. It's been medically proven that I'm just autistic and dyslexic. So there you go.
He used the R word. Oh no!
What
racist happened? Oh no!
How will I cope if we
exactly?
I'm in trouble because I used an actual term that actually fits me. Because I am. I'm just autistic. So fuck you. I'm talking about myself. I am. I know I am.
Me. No.
Yes. No, that's not Meghan Merkel. I'm not Meghan Merkel. Go fuck yourself.
Oh no! I'm so offended. What will I do?
Sixer, are you saying this me I? You're gonna join the protest over a parliament right now?
No.
Actually, that's not necessarily a bad idea.
No, man, I'm going to say the most calmest, nicest way as a British man could ever possibly do. Go fuck yourself.
No, seriously, guys. Going and joining the protest is a brilliant idea. We go over, we nick the mace, and we go back to our conversation about the head.
Yes.
You don't need to nick the mace. Let's be honest.
Okay, we're borrowing it. Hey, dude. That's
Excuse
mostly gold.
Temporarily acquiring it.
No, I'm nicking it. That thing's made of gold. That's gone, mate.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Jensen just. And what's sad is Jensen wouldn't even bother selling it. He was just like, "Ooh, my precious."
No, he's right.
It was sick on the throne sale 2 days before.
The real reason he wants it is he's like, "Hey B, you want to come on over? I'll take care of this problem."
Oh
right
yeah.
Yep.
I know what he's doing. The problem is that B will take it away from him and use it on him. But that's a separate issue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not allowed dangerous weapons. Whack.
The guy used to be in the military, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm loving this.
What kind of world are we living in today, folks?
Oh, clown one, mate. Clown one.
What they need to do is they really. This is what I would do with these people. You really want to know what I'd do with them? I'd gather them all up, and I would give them a choice. If they really want to fight for climate to prevent climate change, I'll give them a choice. We fly you to China, where you can really try to fight the polluters.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Or
Absolutely.
I will let you
Yes.
free in the wilderness, the Alaska
Yes.
wilderness.
Yes.
Right, and I'd do it right now.
Ooh.
This time of year is perfect for them.
Mm-hmm.
I like to go to see them go to China and I want to see what happens to them. You know, when the CCP comes to detain them.
That's better. Yes. Detain.
Question them.
Question them, yeah.
We're gonna see what questioning tactics are utilized.
And then
Well, you know, it's not like China doesn't have an entire area set up to contain these people. I mean, after all, I'm sure they'll get on very well with the Uyghurs. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was bad of me.
Oh yes, okay, that was bad. You know, come on, man. I know we do some fucked up things, but come on, that was really fucked up.
No. You fly them to China, right?
Yep.
And let them loose, right?
Yep.
And you do this as a demonstration to China that we're serious about keeping Taiwan free.
Hold it. Wait. Nomad, when you say let them free, do you mean push them out of the aircraft at 200,000 foot?
Are they free?
Because that is technically let them free. Yes.
Okay.
Taking people up there to different countries. I would like to take people like Owen Jones to, I don't know, like Iraq or Taliban occupied countries. You know,
they want to be human.
Then him try and shout out that how proud and gay he is, and see what happens.
I mean, they want to make a difference. How about strap them down to glue them right outside targets that communist China is going to use against Taiwan? They'll be human shields. These people love to be human shields, right? So why don't we do that?
I have a question though. This is a genuine question. Is that we have activists like Extinction Rebellion. You know, they want us to use things like solar panels and wind farms and all this, and yet the left wants to take us back to the dark ages, which means coal fuel power plants. There seems to be some kind of contradiction here. I don't understand it. Genuinely, I don't understand it.
How do they get to their protesting site in?
Exactly.
In a diesel bloody van.
Yeah, diesel van. Exactly. What the hell's going on? Well, genuinely, I don't get it.
It's not exactly a modern van they're driving. It was a bloody beat up 1970s.
Exactly.
What it comes down to is these people, their lives are so pitiful in their own minds, right? That they think that they have to do something to matter. All the things. All the big issues from the past, right?
Yeah. Well, their lives don't matter.
No, they are upset that they weren't part of it, right? So they want to feel like, because this is what they're taught in these universities by these people. Well, I was protesting for civil rights back in the 1950s, right? Well, what have you done? Well, I glued myself around Parliament to protest climate change. See, I matter. I matter now. No, you don't matter.
Yeah.
What did I do? Oh, I got married, I have kids, I had a job, provided for my family. That's what I did. You said what? You saying that's not good enough?
No, it's not.
What about you? What have you done? Oh, you've done nothing. You glued yourself to houses of Parliament. Oh, well, good for you.
I still think.
You got no children? You're not married? Oh dear, never mind.
Well, like I said, I still think that. Going in there with resin and start making them a permanent feature of Parliament. It's not a bad plan.
You might turn them into concrete statues.
Yeah. And the thing is,
not concrete. You use clear resin so everyone can see them.
Yeah.
No, but turn them into actual statues, you know.
Yeah, well, I
And
mean,
the
if
thing
they're
is that-
resin in a block of resin, I mean, it works the same, right?
Yeah,
If
guys,
they're permanently on display.
guys, guys.
The thing is, Sixer, the left will say that the things you've done, provide for family and be the thing, they will say, oh, you misogynist, those are things of patriarchy. How evil you are.
Okay, I don't care.
Yeah. I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you don't.
My girlfriend certainly doesn't care. My girlfriend of 9 years it doesn't mind. It loves me being a misogynist.
Yeah, sure.
Especially when it comes to bedtime.
Absolutely. Yeah.
She loves that I'm a misogynist. Masculinity.
You're a heretic,
I'm a walking
sir.
toxic masculinity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But no, MC, I completely agree with your proposal. Send these people to China. That's where
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they're serious, if they're serious, then why aren't they taking up arms against the biggest polluter on the planet?
Exactly.
And I'm deadly serious. If you guys really want to stop this stuff, then show us. Let's see what you actually are willing to do. Because you'll protest here, and then they'll come back with the same comment that I've always hated. At least we're doing something. What you're doing is making things worse.
Probably because the people are protesting and political communists themselves, and they love China.
Not for long, they would.
What they're doing actually is a justifiable act. They're just doing it in the wrong freaking place.
Yes.
What they're doing is trying to make themselves feel good without any kind of consequence, really. That's what they're doing. They're charlatans, okay? They're moral cowards. They know that you're not going to go in there, unfortunately, just like we won't, right? With billy clubs on and beat the holy hell out of these people, which is what they should do, okay? Yeah. And and in the United States, we're going to get back to that probably quicker, sooner rather than later, all right? But it's going to come to that, all right? That this isn't a game anymore. These people are dangerous, and I've said this time and time and time again. You got idiots like Biden. Oh, they're a threat to democracy. What's a real threat to democracy is what you've been doing, all right? An illegal persecution, all right, with a secret cabal hidden within the government, all right, that's not accountable to anyone, and a press that is so corrupt they're willing to lie, all right, to continue these campaigns against political opponents only because they don't like the person's politics. You have done nothing Trump has done, all right, has actually harmed this country in any way, shape, or form, and yet real things that people have done, what Biden personally has done, which we have actual evidence of him doing on Hunter Biden's laptop, demonstrating that he was selling his access to his office to the highest bidder. Okay, there's no doubt about this, and yet you claim, well, Trump was doing that. Where's your evidence? Well, Trump was doing it. We know he was. That's all we've heard from you. And then the press goes over, yeah, he was really doing it, and it was Russia collusion. Well, where's the evidence? Well, you got to understand, we have all the evidence. I've seen all the evidence. And then when these guys come back and it's proven that they haven't seen any evidence, that they made it up wholesale cloth by talking to Elmer Fudge, the elf, the wonder elf who's giving them all this information, they just sit up... Do they say that? We're sorry, we got that wrong. No, they come right back with it and make the accusation again and again. These people are dangerous. It's tactics of the propagandists. Okay.
Yeah.
This is how Goebbels ran his machine. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
This is exactly the tactics that they utilized. And it works. Kristallnacht is only a few months away in this country. And I'm telling you, unfortunately for them, it's not going to go the same way. Okay? Because this country isn't as peaceful. All right? As Germany was. Right? But they're going to attempt a Kristallnacht very soon. It's only a year, maybe two away. All right, before they attempt a Kristallnacht type of action. All right,
What's that? Sorry, British here. What's that? Sorry.
Crystal
for the retards in the room, which is me. What does that mean?
Crystal Knock was when the basically Goebbels called for a demonstration against the quote unquote Jewish menace.
All right.
Right,
okay.
and they went in there and they absolutely destroyed. All right, they went in there. They threw stones and bricks through storefronts that were owned by the Jewish people in France and everything. They're going to do that in the United States. What they're going to do is they're going to focus on GOP stuff, right? And that's what they'll do. They're going. It's a matter of time, all right? Because this is only, you got to understand, this is going to be what's left for them to do. Okay, they're running out of actual targets. That's why they're using the kind of verbiage that they're using. All right, the kind of broad-based frickin' attacks that have no specifics attached to it, that have only innuendo-laced frickin' feelings based in this. All right, this is how they function. Okay, and it's coming here, and it's coming quickly, and you moderates, you frickin' despicable moderates are at fault. Because the ones who were standing up for this, the ones who were standing on principles, all right, weren't you. You weren't the ones going up there and saying, you know what Hillary's been doing? She needs to go to jail for. No, you were busy cowering over in a corner somewhere. Because you don't have any principles. You're not strong people. You're a bunch of moral cowards.
Yep.
And all you Democrats who are bitching and complaining about how the situation's gotten, you're at fault too. Because you didn't stand up against this shit.
And Sean is right. It's also known as Night of the Long Knives.
And all you freaking rhinos. Well, the Night of the Long Knives is a little bit different. The Night of the Long Knives was a purge, all right, by Hitler to get rid of Rome and the SA. All right. Ernst, for those who don't know, Ernst Röhm was the when the Nazis took power. Ernst Röhm rose to basically second in command, second in leadership. All right, and as second in command, all right, he was a threat to the power of the state. Once the Nazis seized power, they now became the rulers. All right, but the revolution, once you become power, you don't want to continue the revolution, right? Because you want to consolidate power. This is what they always do. These kind of movements always go into. Well, there are certain quote unquote revolutionaries that want to continue the revolution. All right.
Hello, Sharati.
Now, the only group of people in history that actually continued the revolution after the revolution took place were the French. It's called the French Revolution, and you all saw how well that worked out. Okay.
Oh yeah.
No, actually, I would like to point out that the French Revolution failed. People that were French were left alive. There's your proof.
But you got to admit they were doing a good job trying to get rid of as many Frenchmen as they could.
It's true.
And see, the particular moderates that you were yelling at, might one of them happen to be memes?
Did I call out? Did I call out memes?
You didn't call out anyone in particular. No.
Okay, I'll do it now. Memes, I'm talking about you. Okay, there. Does that erase any doubt there,
I'm
Sharati?
the one who called out memes. I'm the one who called out memes. I just asked if you were talking about them.
Jenson,
Yes,
what have you got against the French? Oh yeah, that's right, they're French.
Actually, I would like it noted. A lot of people get confused about this. I think France is a wonderful and beautiful place.
Yes.
I absolutely support it.
Yes.
As long as you get rid of all those wretched French that keep
Exactly.
See how this all went?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
hey, the French make good wine and they make good food. Shut your fucking mouth.
Unfortunately, gentlemen,
I don't
I do
call
have to leave.
good food.
So
all right.
I'm gonna have to bounce. But you guys continue. I hope you enjoy the show.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
Ladies and
I'll
gentlemen.
talk to you later.
Bye-bye. he's
back.
I think he's realised. Yep.
Yeah, I think when I quit, it for whatever reason, it killed the stream for you guys. You guys couldn't speak.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh well. In that case, I will end it here. I will end it here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming, and thank you for listening to our random drivel. We'll see you all next time. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.
In the street.
Bye.
Hold his OBS.